All right, welcome to JCCR Racing, and we're going to show you cars you need to buy now. Some amazing cars, and let's also talk about taking those amazing cars and making them extra special and unique so that when people see you on the track, they go, wow, what a ride. So one of those unique cars you're going to want to buy, and no, it's not one of the least expensive ones. This one's going to cost you 450,000 credits. But do watch our other videos, like, subscribe, turn bell notifications on, because we'll show you how to make all sorts of money. So you don't have to worry about credits you're going to afford and get all your dream cars. But this one's got a max power output of 520 horsepower, and you can probably go out and buy a turbo, play around, and get more horsepower out of this. But when you're online racing, you're going to get tuned down anyways. You got the max torque at 405 pound-feet of torque, and the weight at 2,646 pounds. Now, I love this vehicle. With that turbocharger, you've got all sorts of low end, you got all sorts of torque, and this thing handles incredibly. So you can pick between the two styles. We're going to show you how to get a much better style than that. So let's buy this right up. Let's get on in. Totally a great car. Love racing this thing. It is fast, it's easy to control, it handles the curbs quite well, and it's got incredible turn. And it's kind of like being a tenth of the way to driving the Formula cars. Now let's go to GT Auto. You can also go over here to the showcase and to content search. But let's go to GT Auto car customization. Let's get some of that unique special styling here so you get noticed on the track. So that you've got an unforgettable whip. Now you can start searching, dragon, police, fire truck, Canadian flag, American flag, Australian flag, all sorts of things. But I'll show you one that is near and dear to me. So let's say we write Australia. I'm sure something's going to pop up here. And look at that. Look at these. These are looking pretty cool. So you could type in your country and get, kind of the flag on the vehicle. You can go military. Let's try that out. French car and military. Maybe these two things don't go together, but let's try it out just the same. They almost don't go together, but one that's near and dear to my heart is from my mate down in Australia. We got Aussie Pug under the gamer name Bad Boy, and JCCROP is going to get you the JCCR Racing livery. So you can join the JCCR Racing team. You just take your name for this game, change it to JCCR underscore and your name, slap your name definitely on the back of the vehicle. Maybe, get rid of the YouTube part because, you're probably not making videos on YouTube, but you can definitely throw your name on the back of the car and then you're part of the JCCR racing crew. I wish these credits went to the actual creator because this is incredible art, absolutely incredible. Aussie Pug is creating some of, if not the best racing liveries. Because this racing livery, I'm sorry, I think it's better than any real world racing livery. This thing looks incredible. So of course we're gonna apply the style. Looking really hot. Oh, got to screenshot this thing a few times here. But that is looking incredible. So let's save the style here. Give it the good old JCCR. And we've got the JCCR racing livery on this very fun car to drive. Is it as easy as the Toyota Supra? Not quite. Is it more enjoyable to drive? Absolutely. So that's loaded in. We're good to go. Come on, give us one last little peek. There we go. Look at that. Wow. Just look at that. Whew. OPD for Aussie Pug Designs. Now let's go check out some cars that are kind of must buy cars. Let's go to the Legend Cars section, then we're gonna go to the used car. So hold on. You got to spend 1.7 million on this. It is the Gullwing Mercedes Classic, limited stock. Super collectible, but I can't see anyone in a short skirt. Certainly, hopefully not a Not a man winning a short skirt coming out of that. We'll see way too much. It'll be an overshare. It'll be a visual overshare, but look at how those doors don't go down that low. And we do not want to get in this car. We'll be like a real collector and just not drive it. But we could have had it in blue. What can you do with less miles? Well, honestly, between 1,500 miles and 944, it just doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter in this game anyways, but in the real collectible world, well, come on. Whew, 20 million, can't afford it. But the car I would have really liked actually just went by. It was here this morning, sold out, and I missed it. That was the McLaren Mercedes high-end race car from like what 1999. I missed it, and you got to keep an eye on this section on a regular basis, folks, and change your oils on your car once in a while. Let's go up to the used car lot. Lots of hidden gems here on a regular basis. Certainly not that European Miata. I won't be touching that with a 10-foot pole. I've actually owned one of these before, but it wasn't the Z4, it was the Z3, and very underwhelmed. Very underwhelmed. Very underwhelming. Went into turns thinking it would handle so much better than a Mustang GT, a modern Mustang. And yeah, of course, there's like 20 years between the cars, 17 years between the cars. But thought that with its weight and size, it'd be some sort of mind blowing experience with the handling. No, it's no Porsche 911. Now let's see what else. We got the Sylvia Q or an S13. I've owned an S13 before, but I had the K motor, so it was a bit of it was a truck motor. Not a bad car, but not mind blowing. Now, if you're into the Honda Civics because you owned one or had a friend that owned one in the 90s, you might want to jump on that. And if I didn't already have an R32, that is a must purchase right there. Now, before you go and spend 71,000, do know the Super B, all the muscle cars are going to be very difficult to drive. Not that pleasant to drive unless you modify them quite a bit. And I used to have an Xbox and play Forza, and you could actually make the muscle cars drivable with a ton of modifications. The Escort RS Cosworth. Get one of these. Really, really cool. The Dino, wow. Yeah, you gotta have a Dino if you don't already own a Dino. Corvette convertible, not that drivable. Lancer Evolution is drivable in the real world and in the game. Oof, Audi R8. What a dream vehicle. I want to own one of these at some point, but maybe not while I've got a kid. Two-seater, right? Two-seater, but V10, very cool. Ooh, 95 911 Carrera RS. That is ultra collectible in the real world. And I'd love to have an extra one in my stable. Viper, very cool. That generation of Viper, very great. Now we already have a few Ferrari 458s. Otherwise, definitely would buy that up. The Gallardo, I don't know. It's let me know in the comment section. Do you like the Gallardo's styling? I'm not that big of a fan, actually. I find the Corvette, if I'm to be honest, I find this, '09 Corvette better looking than this '08 Gallardo. Sure, the Gallardo looks better than the '89 Corvette, but come on, price difference. And I'd say the R8 looks a lot better than the Gallardo. But who cares what I think? I want to know what you think. Drop what you think in the comments section. I remember a time when you could actually get one of these used, and they weren't that expensive, like mid 90s, early 2000s. It wasn't that expensive of a vehicle. They're always in horrible condition, but yeah, you could pick one up if in horrible condition for a decent price. So we're gonna buy the Dino here. Super collectible. Cute car. Missed out on buying a kit car, one of these. Badly painted kit car for $8,000 back in about 2009 or 2010. Can't live life with regrets. Focus on the future. Buy what will be collectible in 20 years now. So that's why we bought the two 911s. And if you want to, don't believe us, good. Go check out our channel, Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. You'll see the two Porsche 911s there. the 2017 Shelby GT350, as well as our 1991 Toyota MR2 JDM with that kind of expensive motor job that we did just last summer, or had done, I should say. I don't want to take credit for anyone's excellent work. And we also have the daily driver of the family vehicle, the 2024 Ford F-150 Tremor with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost twin-turbo V6, and it is fantastic. Now, these K cars don't interest me whatsoever. That's probably going to be hard to drive, and I might already own one, but I don't want another, that's for sure. But oof, the R32 GTR. I was quite surprised. You go back to the R32s, the 90, 80, whether it's a 90 or 91, 92, 93, 94. Before you modify them, they really do not have much power. But boy, can that block ever take a lot of power to it. You can just, so many people have just cranked up the turbo, put a boost controller on, crank it up, make all sorts of power, and the motor just seems to take it and last. So, folks, those are the cars that you should be looking at picking up this week. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all more cars and more power, and hope you get to put the pedal to the metal on a car that you love sometime real soon. Take care, folks. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Help out this small family business. And come join us on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. for the subscriber race. We even get other YouTubers in, and we have YouTubers versus the subscribers in the races. Lots of fun, lots of clean, fun, very respectful racing. So join in and catch us on pretty much every night of the week, starting up between 9 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time, time zone 5. That's like the Montreal, Canada, or New York time zone, Toronto. See you then, folks. Godspeed.